everybody, and it's great to have you back to a new episode of Get Inspired, Stay Inspired. This is my inspirational video series, or to those of you who are listening, it's my podcast series. And yeah, I'm trying to make sure I do my best to inspire you daily, empower you, and keep the positivity going on in your life. So as always, it's a joy to have you back here with me, and always a pleasure. So those who don't know me, I'm Alicia, and I'm an inspirational author, a channel, and I do automatic writing, and that's where all my work originates from. It's all soulful work, positive, coming from a soulful place. And all I'm doing now in this video series is sharing my work in a way that you can benefit from it, or at least I hope you will. In fact, I know you will, because I have written many books, and I decided that it was time to kind of transition my knowledge and my work from the written form into the visual or audio form. So you are a part of all that. You are on this journey with me, as I always say, and we're going through life together in as best a way we can. And just as I hope I can support you, believe you me, the fact that you're watching this, you're also supporting me, whether you realize it or not. So having you here is special. And as I always say, it's lovely to expand my family and, family of subscribers, or family of, viewers or listeners. I don't mind whichever way you are here, because whatever brought you to either watching or listening to this video series, that is fantastic. I'm humbled to have you here and joyful to be sharing as always. So I hope your week has been great, and I hope that everything is going well for you. Obviously, between my episode, I don't know what's happened to you. So it's great if you can, kind of let me know in the comments how things are going, how you're doing, and what you're learning. If you are a newbie, welcome, and please feel free to subscribe to the channel, and by all means stick a thumbs up if you like what you've heard so far. I know it's very early, so you might be thinking, hey, I want to get into it more before I do that. But no matter what, there's no doubt that I'm sure you'll be sticking a thumbs up by the time you get to the end of the video. At least I hope you will anyway. So okay, so here we are ready to get going. And what I normally do in this series is read one of my channel passages, give some insight into it, give some deeper soulful stuff as to what the meaning is and how you can interpret that in your life, and how you can, integrate these teachings and learnings to make changes, or to enhance your life in the way that you feel is necessary. Because I have no clue about what's going on in your life. I'm assuming that by sharing this, it's going to be embraced in your own way. I'm not expecting or demanding that you do it in a specific way necessarily, just to be ready to listen, to take on board what I'm sharing, and then to apply it in the best way you can. Not the way I can, the best way you can. Now that I've been doing it for just a few weeks, I feel as if we are moving forward together. I feel as if we are advancing. You're evolving, I'm evolving, we're all evolving in our own way. So, I'm just getting very excited about what I'm doing, and hopefully how I'm impacting you as a viewer, as a listener as well. So today's passage is called Move Forward. Now, it's kind of encouraging us to not just move forward, but to also leave behind the things that we do need to leave behind. Okay, so this is how it goes, this passage. My ability to let go of that which is old or no longer needed allows me to move forward toward all that is new. Now, I like the way that the wording plays on old and new. That's really interesting, you know. This kind of theme of letting go is very, very powerful, because what do? Most of us can't let go. We just find it hard to let go. Now, that's no disrespect to, you know, any of us in being that way. That's just a natural part of human nature. You know, just think for a moment of the things in your life that you know you should let go of, but you can't. You just can't let go. You know, that can range from, you know, a bad relationship, a bad friendship, a bad job, a bad, you know, home where you're living, a bad anything, you name it. It's something that you know you need to let go of. You need to move forward with regard to it, but you just can't, because you're finding it hard to let go. Now, with this saying, it comes from a soulful understanding, okay, that your ability to let go of that which is old or no longer needed allows you to move forward toward that which is new. Now, you know, what is new in front of you? If you've got an old job, I know you may be still in that job, but if you can be regarding it as something that you've been doing for a long time and it's old, you can then look forward to say, you know what? I need a new challenge in my life. I need to do something new. This can relate to job and careers. This can relate to friendships. You know, you may have a circle of friends that they are your old friends, but maybe you've evolved as a person and you're finding that, you know, I kind of maybe need to move on from these group of people because I'm growing, I'm evolving, and I feel as if I want to move forward. So we're talking about allowing yourself to move forward in life, okay? To move forward in the best way that you feel you need to move forward, and in a way that you feel will bring you more joy and happiness. You're not going to let go of something if you're going to be miserable. If you feel that way, then guess what? You're not ready. You're not ready to let go of it. Okay? It's if you feel that by letting go you're going to be sad or miserable or unhappy, then you're not ready to let go. You need to give it more time. So I would say, if you're in that place, you know, give yourself more time. Work on building up your inner strength from a soulful point of view. Getting that strength to strengthen you, to have the courage, to have the strength, to have the wisdom, to feel that you are ready to move forward in the way that, you know, you can let go of the old and bring in the new. You know, it's hard to invite new things into your life. You know what I mean? It can be anything, you know. If you're not going to be willing to let go of your old banger car, how are you going to move forward to drive the car of your dreams? If you're not willing to let go of your old beat up old home or old beat up whatever, how are you going to move forward to something that is new and inviting for you? You're not going to let go of the old job or the job you feel you've done for ages. How are you going to find the job of your dreams? Same with relationships. If you feel that your relationship has come to its natural conclusion or end, but you're not willing to let go of the past, with that person or individual, how will you move forward to find someone new? That's just the way it is. Same with friendships, same with relationships of any sort, you know, even relationships between friends and family. Even your relationship with your siblings or your family, you may feel as if, you know what, they don't support me. They don't, you know, encourage me. Now, no disrespect to any of them or anyone in your friendship circle or as your family. No disrespect to them in any way. But you may feel, do you know something? I've got to kind of move beyond their thinking or their way of viewing things or their way of life or their way in which they perceive things. I want to move forward and see things in my own way, to see, you know, avenues of opportunity by my own right. I feel I need to let go and move forward. So in that respect, there are so many things that this channel passage is encouraging you to go and say, you know, what's old? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to leave behind? Okay. And your ability to let go. Now that is the key. Do you have the ability? Think of it today, okay, as you're listening to this or as you're viewing it, thinking of what you have the power to let go of, because you also need to find the ability to let go. That's why it talks about that, the ability to let go, finding that moment, that decisive moment where you do make a decision and you say, you know what, I need to find the ability to do A, B or C. I need to discover it. I need to uncover it. Now, where are you going to uncover it? Where are you going to discover it? You know the answer, don't you? On a soulful level. That's where the key to where all you need to do lies. Within, not outward to that which is within, but that which is within outwardly. Okay, come from a soulful perspective. If you find it difficult to uncover the strength and power or the ability to move on and let go, come from a soulful place. Take your time. Okay, don't forget to ask on a soulful level what your wants and needs are. If you are fearful about letting go of a particular place or particular people or particular person, or, you know, something, you know, you are going to be better in the long run without, but it's hard to let go of. You know, ask for guidance, ask for the right answers to come to you. And on a soulful level, they will. Now, why is it that on a soulful level these answers are going to come to you? Because I've explained previously that your soul has the universal knowledge and wisdom with it. It's encompassed within it to know what your destiny is already. Okay? It has the tools to furnish you with anything you need to do or achieve. The tools lie within it. Why? Because you journeyed here, okay, from an energy form into a physical form. The soul is an integral part of that journey. And believe you me, you didn't journey here without any navigational guide or tools. You brought them with you. They're a part of you. It's just as you evolved in your physical form, you neglected those tools. You neglected that resonation of wording, of inspiration that your soul is always trying to share with you. You've just neglected it because you've become too steeped into the physical world that you are existing in. You're so steeped in it that, you know what was required of you on an energy level in the kind of the universal form, as I call it, okay, what was required of you on that level, now you're in the physical form. Not only have you not tapped into it, but you've forgotten what it was. You've forgotten what your physical destiny is. And as I say in my book, in The Soul Whisperer, your physical destiny is aligned with your universal destiny. The two work in tandem. Why do you think the soul is with you? Because it brings with it that knowledge, that wisdom that you will require. Okay, now if you've been ignoring it like 98% of us have, then guess what? You're not tapping into it. You're not using those tools. Okay, you're not getting the answers you need. If you're turning to your mind for those answers, you know, like you're just saying, oh gosh, what do I need to do? You know, you're kind of in reptilian mode. Oh, what? You know, the mind cannot offer you the answers and solutions that you need, okay, to find the ability to let go if you are in that place where you're not sure, okay? The mind is not going to be able to offer you that soulful strength and guidance because it doesn't know. It doesn't know what your origin was before you got here. It doesn't know what your origins are. Your soul does, because it's journeyed on an energy level with you from where you were to where you are now. It's brought that wisdom and knowledge with it. You know, if you kind of, in my Soul Whisperer book, I explain it in great detail. By the way, I'm rewriting it in a simplified form. But if you have the courage to read it in its raw channeled format, that is, you know, especially part 2 or trilogy 2 as I originally called it, then it explains everything. But if not, don't worry, I'm bringing out a simplified version, but it's not ready yet, but it's coming. So, you know, if you feel you want to tackle the raw channeled format of what I'm explaining to you now, feel free to do so. But I am taking you on a journey as well of understanding. But essentially, you did not travel here empty-handed. You travelled here laden with knowledge and wisdom, but all you need to do is tap into it. It exists. If you turn to your mind, it cannot help you in that respect. Okay, now I know you're going to say, oh, but the mind is very powerful. The mind is the manifester. Absolutely right. The mind is very powerful, and the mind is the manifester of all that is physical in your life. But when it comes to understanding what existence you had prior to your physical mind-based development, the mind has no answers. It doesn't go back any further than from the day you were born and what you experienced in the physical. The soul does. The soul goes back for a millennia, or, you know, since time began. It goes back for an eternity where your energy existed in energy form and the physical form was nowhere to be seen. All that knowledge, all that wisdom that it had journeyed alongside you and with you. Trust me. I didn't know this, but I understand it now through the writings that, you know, came channeled to me, and I started to understand, and I started to clock, and I started to say, oh my gosh, you know, this is what this is about, the soul. Because before, when I was writing, I didn't say, oh, this is about the soul, la 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 la. It was just writing. I then looked and reflected on it, and then it dawned on me that this is soulful work. This is stuff about our soul, about its presence in our life, its journey with us into our physical form, how it transitions and transforms as part of its energy, based elements, how that transitions and transforms into our physical form. And I mean, I'm no scientist, but there are parallels which I explain as to, its role and purpose in our life. So by all means, understand you are not alone, even if you feel you are, on all these matters. You are fully equipped. It's just that, like when you have a first aid box that you never knew you had, you never opened it to realize there was lots of things in there to help you. If you got, you needed a plaster or you needed a bandage or anything like that, it's similar to that. Your soul is your toolkit. That's what I describe it. And that's why I describe engaging with your soul or soul engagement, because that is the way you tap in on a soulful level to open your first aid kit, or your toolkit basically. But you need to tap into that toolkit, okay? It's there. You just maybe didn't realize it was there, or that you could tap into it. But it is your safety net, and it came with you on your journey to this earthly plane, so that you wouldn't be without its support, its guidance, its help in times of adversity, in times of difficulty, in times where you had so many questions you didn't know the answer to. It's all there. You need to tap into it. And as I said, I've started you on understanding how to do that, and I cover it actually quite in depth in especially the Soulful Pathway series, and I'm going to be incorporating that into the new version of the Soul Whisperer. But it's in the Soul Whisperer, but it's just not laid out plainly for you. But some of you may like the challenge, so go ahead, and you can ask me things as well. That'd be great, but yeah, there's so much to tap into and make use of, okay? So this is where it starts. So those of you who don't have the ability to let go, you need to come from a soulful place. You need to dig deep on a soulful level. Gather your strength, gather your power, gather your courage, and then ready yourself to make a decision about what you are going to do. You're going to let go or stay as you are. You're going to have the courage to say, I need A, I need B, so I need to let go of C, whatever. You know how this applies in your life. You know how this can be created or manifest in your life. So all you do is make sure that you use it to good effect, okay? Now, once you can let go of the old and all that is no longer needed, and I really mean, what is no longer needed? If something is no longer needed, get rid of it. I mean, these can even be old stuff in your cupboard, or, things around you that you feel, I need to let go of, I need to pack away. You may be holding on to old stuff in your wardrobe that you haven't worn for ages. Pack it up and let it go. Go out and get some new stuff. If you're sitting on old sofas and things, look around you. Maybe it's time to go and get some new stuff. You can apply it in either physical things around you, or you can apply it to work, jobs, friendships, relationships, whatever you feel is not necessary for you to have in your life. Obviously with regards to siblings and parents, you can't really let go of them fully, but you know what I'm saying. You have that, kind of make that mental decision that, even if you can't fully let go of them, you take a step in a new direction to allow you to move forward, okay? Says move forward toward all that is new, towards something that is inviting, opportunities, new friendships, new kind of beginnings in your life, something new. You know, you've let go of the old, look toward the new, something inviting, something that you feel as if I'm moving forward. Because this, actually, I did call it Move Forward, because essentially this passage is about moving forward. You know, I could have titled it, you know, Let Go or something, but it's moving forward. You need to carve out new pathways for yourself. You need to carve out new avenues. Now, you know, areas in your life where you need to apply this type of knowledge and wisdom. Okay, you know the areas you need to apply. I've applied some, but there's still areas that I need to apply this myself. You know, I'm not immune to all this. I'm evolving alongside you as well. Even though I'm sharing this knowledge and wisdom, I am also evolving with you. And as I'm speaking now, and I'm tuning into what the passage is kind of, you know, resonating or trying to tell me to share with you as well, I realize, oh my gosh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I need to do this, I need to do that, and you'll be doing the same. And, you know, that's what it's for, to give you a little bit of prompting, a little bit of encouragement to say, you need to move forward. You know, you need to do something. And it may be anything as little as getting rid of some old stuff, you know, but I think really and truly it is encouraging you from that deeper place. You know, fair enough, you can start with the physical things, you know, in your home. Even if you start with those little steps, that's a little step. That's good enough, and, you know, well done. As you start doing little steps, you can make them bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you might come to that place or time in your life where you say, wow, I feel I've got the ability to let go of that which no longer serves me. Yeah? And I can move forward now to that which is new. So there you go. You have that power. Make sure you use it. Make sure you make the most of it. And continue to believe and encourage yourself. Okay? If you can't find encouragement, where do you look? On a soulful level, it's there. The soul wishes to encourage you, support you, guide you. Make sure you tap into it. And you'll begin to hear its whispers, said by the soul whisperer, as they call me. Okay, so my fellow YouTubers, subscribers, listeners, I love you guys. Thanks so much for listening and being here with me. And, you know, it's just lovely to have you as part of this sort of inspirational series that I'm doing. And you know what, for now, I think I can go on and on and on with this series, because as you know, I've done so much writing that I can keep sharing everything I've learned for as long as I can, you know, and so long as there is breath in me, I will continue to do so. How about that? Okay, so if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. If you've enjoyed this and wish to share it with friends, family, loved ones, you know, whoever you feel will benefit, don't forget to share it about. The more the merrier. And, you know, as I said, if I can grow my subscription and have more people out there who say they like what I'm saying, they like what I'm doing, and they wish to hear more, then, you know, we can do some question and answers. And I'd love to live stream. I really would. And, you know, for now, if it keeps growing in the way that it is, then I will look forward to doing some live streams and questions and answers and all those things, you name it. Okay, well, I don't want to go on for too long, as you know, but, you know, don't forget to stick a thumbs up if you like the series. And if you really do like my work and wish to support me, in a very special way, then, you know, please feel free to check out my Patreon page and check out my work. And think about becoming a patron. I'd love to have you as a patron. I'd be honoured, you know, and your patronage can get me to do more of this. You know, your patronage can kind of allow me to take the next step in another direction so that I can not only share more, but basically do it full time. That's what my aim is, to do this full time. And, you know, as things grow with your support and your love and you know, you kind of saying, go on, Alicia, keep going, keep doing this, you know, who knows, I might be able to do an app and all those exciting things. That's how I would love my work to grow, so that others can benefit from it. You know, I want as much of it out there as I can. You know, I don't know if you've seen my video where I hold up all my journals and I say, I want to convert these, you know, into material, books, everything, you name it. And whilst I can, I'm really enjoying talking about it and supporting you. So as you know, time has whizzed by and I can't wait to be doing the next episode that will be coming out soon, so look out for that. And for now, I'll love and leave you. Okay, take care, have a blessed day and a wonderful week, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.